Up with KREM begins now.
6 a.m. here on your Monday. Welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Nicole Hernandez. We got to get right to our meteorologist, Thomas Patrick, because he's talking about not 90-degree temperatures this week. How crazy is that?
Yeah, gotta actually wait till the weekend before we're back into the 90s. Actually, a nice cool start to the day today. A few spots still in the 60s, like 61 in Spokane Valley. Most areas in the 50s, like 59 in Spokane and 55 in Coeur d'Alene. Deer Park running the coolest expected, 48 degrees there, and it's always northeastern Washington. That tends to be the coolest first thing in the morning. Mostly clear skies as it stands right now. We will once again track a few pop-up showers today, but most of that probably stays over the mountains. So a pretty low chance of rain here in Spokane. I have it at about 10% or less. So probably going to be dry today. It is later in the week. Likely Thursday is when we're going to get our best chance for rain as storms, and we'll show you that storm system and that extended forecast coming up.
Thanks, Thomas. Let's take a quick look at traffic this morning at I-90 right near Pines. You can see things looking clear. We're not seeing any major traffic or backups here at I-90 in Pines or across all of I-90 and our other major highways as well. We'll keep you updated every 30 minutes here on Up with KREM. We have new information now about the shooting at a gas station in Grant County.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office says the victim is a 22-year-old from Mattawa. The shooting happened on Saturday night at a gas station in Desert Air. The victim was flown to a hospital out of the area with life-threatening injuries. Anyone with information is asked to call the number there on your screen. Developing right now, the shooter in the Montana bar shooting is still on the run. 45-year-old Michael Paul Brown is believed to be armed and extremely dangerous.
Police say Brown shot and killed 4 people at the Owl Bar in the town of Anaconda. That's about 90 minutes south of Missoula. Police said Brown lived by the bar and was a regular. They released a picture of him going down a set of stairs, shirtless and without shoes on. This is him leaving the bar after the shooting. Investigators found the truck he used to get away, but no sign of him.
The vehicle he ended up grabbing was loaded full of equipment. It was not his vehicle. It was a stolen vehicle, but there was camping equipment in it. We believe there was some clothing in it.
People living in the area said Brown has a history of mental health issues. He previously served in both the Army and the National Guard. And we are also learning about the people who died in that shooting. One was a bartender, Nancy Kelly, and 3 patrons, Daniel Bailey, David Leach, and Tony Palm.
In Boise, 3 suspects are facing charges for attacking a store clerk who shot back in self-defense. This happened on Saturday night. Police say one suspect entered the store and stole alcohol. After the employee confronted the suspect, they then punched the worker in the face. 2 other suspects also started to attack the worker. The employee then fired a gun, hitting one of the suspects. All 3 ran away, but police caught up to them. The employee was taken to a hospital with serious but life-threatening injuries.
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting announced they are shutting down. They help fund NPR and PBS stations across the country.
Congress recently revoked more than $1 billion from the corporation. In response, a local group wanted to make sure Spokane's PBS station knows it still has supporters. People we spoke to say they showed up to champion the programming they love and grew up watching, and for the educational content PBS provides for kids. Washington State Representative Michael Baumgartner says balancing a budget requires sacrifice, and other public services should take priority.
I think there's also a concern by many in Congress that some of them gotten very far left ideologically, and certainly have the right to have any of the political view that you want to have. But the question is, if you're going to have public taxpayers subsidizing it, then it should be for all audiences.
KSPS President and General Manager Gary Stokes says it was good seeing everyone who showed up. CPB losing funding does not automatically mean KSPS and other stations will shut down, but it does mean they will likely have to rely more on the community.
In Idaho, Governor Brad Little said the state is giving wildland firefighters a one-time bonus. They will be from $1,000 for first-year seasonal firefighters up to $5,000 for foremen. In total, the state will pay about $1 million. The legislature approved this funding as part of Governor Little's Keeping Promises plan from last legislative session.
A traffic alert for you this morning. A major construction project begins today.
The southbound lanes of Green Street near Spokane Community College will be closed this week. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones live out there near that roadwork. So Brandon, what do drivers need to know?
Yeah, good morning, Tim, Nicole. Well, not too long ago, I saw a crew come out here, put some more of those cones down on Green Street. And this closure of the southbound green lanes this week are actually in connection with the Spokane River Crossing project. So that's a part of the North Spokane corridor. They're telling us that this portion should be completed by the end of this year in terms of that river crossing project. As for those closures on the southbound green lanes, there are going to be some delays, so make sure you're preparing for that. If you use this particular stretch of the road, you may run into some inconveniences. So again, if you use the southbound lanes this week, you'll have to turn right on Illinois Ave, travel west, turn south on Perry Street, and then turn left on Mission Avenue before driving east and then reconnecting to Green Street. As for drivers who need access to southbound lanes from eastbound Illinois, you'll need to turn left on Crestline, travel north, and then turn left on North Foothills Drive, turn left on Perry, and then another left at Mission and drive until Green. So again, a full closure this week. This is to install some new drainage pipes and new man covers as well. But once they finish this portion up next week, northbound lanes will be closed with similar delays. For now, reporting live in Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
We have updates on a few wildfires burning in the inland northwest. First up, a new fire that sparked over the weekend out in Omak, the Brooks Tract Fire.
The Mount Tolman Fire Center reports it's burned at least 60 acres and is 0% contained. This is right along State Route 155. So far, the fire has burned 4 homes. Overnight, level 3 evacuations were dropped to level 1. Mount Tolman officials say Highway 155 is back open this morning. A Red Cross shelter has been set up at Omak Middle School.
Across the state line out in North Idaho, the Lightning Creek fire is still burning. It is now more than 1,500 acres, and crews have not been able to get it contained. The fire is east of Lightning Creek, burning between the Mud Creek and Taper Creek drainages. There are no evacuations as of right now, but people in the area should be ready just in case.
And the Stud Horse Fire we've been tracking has grown to more than 540 acres. This one is burning about 2 miles east of Winthrop. The fire started in the Stud Horse Mountain area this past Thursday. The fire was threatening primary structures. Over the weekend, level 3 evacuations have been removed. Residents are being reminded that fire crews are still in the area. Government scientists say the 2025 wildfire season in North America is expected to last longer than ever.
This summer, we've all been here. We've had above average temperatures, dry conditions as well. As CBS's Elise Preston reports, the largest fire so far this year is only 12% contained.
Firefighters launched an aerial assault to try to slow down a nearly 40,000-acre fire near Santa Barbara. The flames forcing evacuations in 2 Southern California counties. The Gifford fire started Friday and has quickly become the second largest wildfire to burn in California this year.
First 24 hours, it doubled in size. So this is a very rapidly fast-moving fire.
The wildfire in Arizona's Grand Canyon National Park is now the nation's largest at well over 100,000 acres, reaching mega fire status. The flames began almost a month ago and destroyed the historic Grand Canyon Lodge on the North Rim. Utah is under a state of emergency. So far this year, nearly 700 wildfires have ripped through the state. The massive Monroe Canyon fire is now at more than 58,000 acres. Smoke from Canadian wildfires is hovering over the Northeast and Upper Midwest, with millions under air quality alerts.
Eyes burning, stuffy nose, and stuff like that.
The smoke is not stopping tens of thousands of music fans today in Chicago who are enjoying Lollapalooza.
Here in California, there are now extra resources to help fight flames. The state just added new Firehawk helicopters to its fleet. Those choppers can hold up to 1,000 gallons of water. Elise Preston, CBS News, Los Angeles.
We know that here in the Northwest, smoke can oftentimes be a big concern, but for us, it's usually very late in the summer season. Late August, early September tends to be around those couple weeks where we can get hit with some of the worst smoke. It has not been here so far yet. In fact, most of the Canadian wildfires still pouring that smoke into the northeastern U.S. It's been mostly over the Great Lakes for the past several weeks, if not months at this stage. So far, so good in terms of the smoky skies this summer season here locally. And our temperatures will be pretty modest for today, a little bit below average by about 5 degrees or so. So low 80s or even upper 70s for those high temperatures on this Monday.